The event has ended and we are home, and it is time to pack up, get ourselves back to life, back to normal.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm grabbing all the laundry. It's amazing how much clothes get dirty in just a couple days.
Yeah, it is. It's quite incredible. And not just that, like, then we got to clean out the fridge. We got to get all this stuff inside. I've been cleaning up the backside of the truck. Problem is I can't really jump in and out. This was actually in the bag of like goodies. So they gave these hooks, which are magnetic, and we used to love them in Olive. Yeah, so in Olive, we used to have a magnetic ceiling, and we would put these on the magnetic ceiling like so. This one's not, but that's a stainless steel screw. So it hangs to that, and then you can hang towels and stuff on it. It's actually like a pretty strong magnet. So we used to use it all the time to hang towels after we were done showering, and or if like went in the ocean. It did hang our whole shower curtain. You're right. So we were able to like pop them all up there, hang the shower curtain, and pull them down. So these are like probably like little Dollar General, you know, hook magnets, and they're incredible. Love them.
Hey, is this important to you?
Oh, actually, yeah. want a piece of my tools here. What did you think about the meetup, Alex? Hold on, let me give you this.
The mic's right here.
Yeah, it's not on. You just turn it on and you'll be good to go.
Sorry, guys. Let's just make sure that things are still working here.
Yeah, after you turn it on. And action.
Where's the light?
You just hold that. And
there it is.
Yep, it should connect. Yep, you're good.
Okay. I really enjoyed the event. I'd like to sit down. I feel like tired from
Everything
this weekend.
Life.
Also, it's trickier for us now that we're not full time, I think, because there's a lot of like in and out and in and out and in and out. I just spotted a pair of pants under the bed that I need to clean. Can you reach those?
Yeah, I'll try.
Paco wants to go into bed. Can you put him?
You want to go up in the no bed bed?
Can you put him in the bed?
I'll put you in the big bed.
There.
You also have your bag with your bed, buddy.
Yeah. So the plan is, we still have a lot of renovations to do on Betty. We have a couple other camping trips that we're definitely going to do with her this summer. This is Betty, our camper trailer. As you can see, all of the wood is just completely unfinished, unpainted, untreated. We have basically no handles on the doors. We have just raw wood everywhere. It's just needs to be finished.
Need some finished stuff.
Yeah. So, and we have like 2 other windows that we wanted to install, and I need to clean those for sure.
The great part is we got rid of all the mold. There's no mold in here. All we had to do was drop a ozone
down,
machine.
Frank, I can only see.
Kind of hard for me.
Sorry. Do you want to
It's
sit,
making
like,
it hard for me. No, I'm happy to sit.
Okay.
We put an ozone machine in here, and that killed anything that was living in here. There's no smell of bacteria. There's no smell of mold. There's really no sign of it. There's no growth on anything. So we're looking good. We're feeling good about it. I'm still going to cut out a section of where it was like the worst and just look behind the wood. But we do have to finish all this wood.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking too, when you cut the window in, you'll definitely be able to see what's behind the wall when you go for that. And then, like, you know, our countertops are still just raw wood, which is really hard to like clean and maintain. So we need to epoxy those, or maybe we're going to buy laminate. I don't know what we're going to do.
You know, buying the laminate is good. I was actually also thinking about putting a face on this. Yeah. And then that way I could put actual doors on it.
That door's a bit janky.
Oh,
well, so the thing is, like, if you were watching the vlog on FNA Life last summer, you know that the end of this build happened really fast.
I built this whole thing in 2 months.
Yeah. So we were very much in a time crunch when we were trying to leave. And we had tons of help from our friends, which we're so grateful for. But we really were just like, get it done, get it done, get it
Slap
done,
it
get
together.
it done. Whatever, you know what I mean? So there's definitely some things that need zhuzhing.
Yeah.
And then also we lived in it for like 2 or 3 months straight. So, you know, there's some lessons learned from living in it always that, you know, help you decide what your next steps are.
I do love Everly's room, but we definitely want to make more ventilation happen in
a little bit more airflow.
So I think that's really important. And then not that she's like, there's literally a door that's not an actual door.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that door either.
Well, yeah, especially now she's getting a little bit bigger. It's not going to be able to like catch her if she rolls out.
Yeah,
so,
but she's getting better at sleeping in one place.
She is.
She had a great weekend sleeping in there. She loved it. And then she would wake up in the morning and just like start playing with her little toys and stuff that were in there.
Typically, she'll wake up like when we're at the house and she'll come into our bed. And on the weekend, she was like, Mommy, come into my bed. You know, like she wanted you to come into her bed, which I thought was really nice because she like really enjoyed her own space.
Yeah. So yeah, there's just like a couple of odds and ends that need to get done. We're also planning on moving into the hideout. So
this week.
We're going to park Betty outside the hideout so that we can do the projects over there. So we'll be able to kind of live in the hideout and then work on Betty. And then also we're going to be working on the hideout because there's some projects in there.
The other cool aspect to that is having this back there is we have like our own studio to potentially work in when the other one is dealing with Everly inside the RV.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we'll be able to like kind of separate and have like almost like a second little home. Back there for space and for like being able to get stuff done.
Yeah, I wonder how much we'll actually use it.
I mean, we also will be able to use the solar on here. Yeah. We have like 7 more refrigerators now. We literally have 1, 2, 3, 4 refrigerators and 5 refrigerators technically.
We can go shopping.
Ice Co. Thank you.
So yeah, we've got a bunch of stuff to do this week, but just getting home from an event, kind of resetting, I think was just the plan for today. Do a big load of laundry, then figure out what we're packing and taking over to the hideout. Also, I feel like maybe we should head over to the hideout and make sure like the bed setup is all good. And like you need to finish the plumbing at the hideout, I think, before we...
Yeah, so there's definitely one thing that needs to be done and it should be pretty simple. Right now, I could technically just hook up the hose to it and we're fine. But I did grab some piping to do this.
Don't you need a water pump?
Yes, I did grab some piping to do this. My plan is to put the water pump in and wire it to where I could just put it on like the Jackery. Because really we only need it to pump the water into the unit and that's it.
Oh, and then you're just going to disconnect it until you need to refill it.
Yeah.
So like the hose just kind of hangs out until...
Yeah.
So it's not like a city fill. If you guys are like RV lingo, it's not like we would have a city fill to the tank. We would fill our tank.
Well, maybe we should hook it up like that. And the reason why I say that is because the pump is kind of noisy inside the rig. So like if I hook it up as like a city fill.
Also last year we were having some stinky smelly problems with our tank and stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know how.
So maybe, I mean, it's still going to...
And also, you need to still blow out the antifreeze.
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's easy.
Okay.
Yeah, just turn on the pump, throw some water in there, and then pump it out. Yeah.
But yeah, like you're saying, it would be better if the loud, noisy pump was out in the shed instead of in the hideout. I'm
just wondering the distance that we'll be able to go with that pump.
And to like still get water pressure.
So ways away.
Yeah.
You know? So I got to read the instructions on that and see what that looks like.
So anyways, I think it would be good if that was done because right now, like say we moved in today, we couldn't do dishes.
Now I'm kind of wishing the shed was like behind the hideout, especially because we didn't put the
carport.
We didn't put the carport there and we also didn't put the tanks inside of it. Right. So it's like it would have almost been better off being directly behind the hideout.
I was just thinking, we could just move the tanks over behind the hideout, but now they're full of water, so absolutely
no way. I can build like a small structure with all that wood that we have there and like make a housing for a pump that like make it closer. But we're still gonna have to pipe that to it. Yeah. So it's like there's a lot of nuances to think about.
Yeah. Oh, I just got something in my eye.
That's unfortunate. Yeah. But yeah, we have a lot of projects that we have to do that will be coming up this summer. But also at the same time, we're planning like trips and holidays and all this stuff. So it's like, when and how does this all get done? It's like, maybe we're going to go here for a couple of weeks. Maybe we're going to go there. And as excited I am to do all that, like, will I be able to do all these projects?
I mean, you literally just said we're just hooking up a hose.
Well, for that one, but we also want to do a sink. That's hopefully only a day. Then, I say hopefully because you never know what you're going to run into. Every time you think a job is super simple and easy, it turns into a nightmare. And then the other thing is we want to remodel still a fair bit in there.
Yeah, I mean, we could not. We could like see where we're,
Yeah.
Like also too, even with the trips and stuff and the weekends away and blah, 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 we still have full weeks here.
Yeah, I mean, we have a few months too on top of that. Like,
I think that, like, I don't know.
But if we book a boat, that's another week.
Well, it might not be a full week, but
yeah.
So, anyways, we're trying to link up with some friends for a boat trip, and then we have like some social engagements, and then we're trying to also help my cousin out with her mom.
Yeah, with your aunt.
And then that just, opened up another week that we might be away.
And we know how important it is to spend time with family. That means a lot to us. So,
and it's like in a beautiful place in summertime, and like you said, like seeing family is important. And I feel like it's important to help out family if you can. And we have the flexibility that we can help out, whereas most people have jobs that aren't as mobile or flexible as ours is. So they can't just pick up and say, oh, yeah, I could come for that week and help you.
Your hair looks pretty.
Thanks. It's really big and kind of like...
I like it.
Weird. Thanks.
You seem like one of those 80s moms.
Let's go microwave our dinner.
Right. Yeah.
I feel like I have hair in my eye, too. Like, that's what's bothering me.
Also, like, if you're new to the channel, I recently went through ACL surgery about 5 weeks ago, just over 5 weeks ago now, and I'm improving every day. I feel good, but I'll tell you what, going to that meetup and, like, being there, and I took care of my leg a fair bit, but, like, my leg's tired today. And I do feel good, but it was hard. The uneven ground was hard. Like, we got back into the house here, and I was walking. I was like, oh my gosh, what it feels like to walk on flat ground.
Yeah.
It feels so good.
Yeah.
And even the, like, getting in and out of the bed and stuff like that, because the bed is like kind of higher, and climbing over each other to go use the bathroom instead of having like the way out around the sides. Now I kind of get why people who are a little bit older like that, like, pass by on both sides of the bed on the RV, because they, like, maybe they have restrictions with, like, their legs and walking and mobility. Paco just popped up.
Heard the mailman.
But with having those restrictions, it's kind of interesting to think about it in that way, because it's something that, like, as a young person, you don't have a lot of restrictions.
I feel like,
right?
Whenever I would see that, I'd be like, oh, what a waste of space, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, and now I get it.
It's like, oh.
I get it. So, but, like, when you're in a tight space like this, you can't really do that, right? Because you have to build it this way. Or, like, in a way where you still have to kind of get over each other.
Yeah, but this is nice. So I like that we have the dinette, because, like, yesterday was pouring rain the whole day, and we were able to have our friends Jamie and Lisa over, who you've seen in the last couple episodes here, to just, like, play cards and eat dinner together and not have to worry about the rain and whatever. And we could easily host them, and everybody has a chair and everybody's comfortable, and, like, so I think that's why the dinette setup works for us in terms of, like, we like to host people.
I do miss Olive's setup where we could fit, like, a lot of people inside the rig. Not that we always needed it, but it was nice having, like, that space to sit in different spots and all that. But now that we have,
could always, like,
now we have Everly, it's like we have to have a dedicated bed for her.
Yeah. That was the big thing about this build, was having a dedicated toilet and shower, which is, the toilet is there, but the shower is still not finished.
Yeah, that's one of my goals this summer, is to get that done.
Yeah, because now we're also talking about potentially doing a big East Coast road trip this fall. So that would be in Big Blue and Betty. So we would need to have, more finished. So then it's like, okay, well, the hideout is still livable. Like, maybe the storage stuff isn't, like, great, and maybe there's a couple of renos that we want to do in there, but it's totally livable. So do we just focus on getting Betty to 100% so that we can take the trip in the fall and be very comfortable in Betty?
Yeah, I don't know that. I don't know the real answer. I don't know the true answer to it all, because it's difficult. Just the simple fact of, like, we're, like, next year is kind of like up in the air for us when it comes to the hideout. So it's like,
with the land.
What makes more sense to do first? Have the travel trailer ready, or to have the hideout done, so that way we don't know if we're going to keep it and live out of it,
or sell
on the
it.
property or on another property, sell it, rent it. We don't know. We don't like, there's 3 different options that we have.
Yeah, so then I guess it's like, if we don't know, is there a lot of reason to put time and money into it?
Correct.
Or, like, I don't know what we're doing with Betty either, but we definitely take a lot more random trips.
Let's put it this way.
Plan.
Put in a new sink's worth it. Right?
Yeah. Oh, that's just like a quick reno. I mean, sinks are expensive, but I'm going to start looking on Facebook Market.
Well, it's going to improve the value of the rig one.
Sure.
Right? And then also on top of that, like ease of use.
Like livability.
Livability.
You can't clean a pot in the sink.
It's
currently.
a terrible sink.
It's shallow and it's plastic and it's like so dinky.
And the spout on it doesn't even have like a way to change.
It's basically just like a hose, like a one hose.
It's a pipe.
It's so stupid.
It's a pipe.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not great for the use that we have for it now even. So
Right.
I think that's a great upgrade to make.
Yeah.
Now like that little bump out area where the TV is, where the couch is, like
Ripping that out and redoing that. That's more aesthetic.
That's aesthetic and like
use.
and how we use it.
Yeah, maybe getting a new couch would be, like maybe there's like specific things that we could do
Yeah.
that would make it more comfortable easily.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like quicker, easier.
And also
like,
give somebody else the value of it if we decide to sell it.
Right.
Or even rent it, right?
Because like the thing is, if at the end of next year, if we don't have somewhere to put it,
We have to sell it.
but I don't feel like trailers move that quickly in Canada. Like, I don't know. When we were looking for trailers, we went and saw a bunch and we were like, oh, like how long has this been on the market? Oh, well, since last fall. And you're like, ugh.
Yeah, those
know?
people, a lot of the time too, those people aren't willing to come down on the price.
Sure, yeah. Or like you would go and you'd be like, wow, this is kind of shitty.
Yeah. So when you find one that's like in good shape, I feel like those ones go a little bit quicker.
Yeah, you would hope. I mean, like real
finding the right market for it too. Like, so go into like these different RV places and be like, hey, you looking to buy an RV to rent out to people? I have one. You know what I mean? It's like,
right.
Because they'll make their money back fast from them.
Right, if
like,
they're using it as like an Airbnb.
Yeah, it's basically like what the van is doing with our old van.
Right.
Renting it out. He's making his money back by, renting it out. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a couple of connections in that regard, but then I don't think that we would get all of our money back.
Potentially
Do you
not.
know what I mean? Like,
Potentially not.
which, I guess is like kind of to be expected. Like if you buy an RV, you're not expecting that you would make profit on it.
At the price we bought it for, though, it should hold its value at that price amount.
Right.
Because they only drop in value so much and then they try to kind of just sit stable.
But like, would it make, this is like thinking way too far ahead, but like, would it make sense to rip out all the solar and the inverter and stuff? Because if some, like most other, like unless they're going to have it off grid, like say if you're selling it to a campground, like say you're like, hey Derek, you want to buy our thing? It's going to be plugged in 24/7. He doesn't need solar and an inverter.
This is how it would sell stuff. You know how every once in a while you have a breaker go? You know how every once in a while you have this happen? The solar and the battery setup that's in here will make it to where the customer doesn't even blink an eye.
Yeah, you never lose power.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like, if you're going to be somewhere, like even for us, like say next year we decide to buy a seasonal.
Yeah.
And then like get a seasonal site somewhere. We'll be plugged in and have sewer and, all this stuff.
Yeah.
So then you don't really need as a backup.
It's also a resale value for them too as well. Because they could be like, oh yeah, like we're going to put these ones on the market and see where they go.
Right.
Because typically they'll rent them out for a while, get their money back. The unit's starting to get old, then they put them up for sale.
Right.
So that's why like it could be easy. But like also at the same time, maybe it's a good opportunity for us to talk with him and see if we could rent it out there.
Just leave it and rent it out.
And
then it's like, where then?
I kind of hinted at it. He didn't say no. He didn't say yes. You know what I mean?
What was that conversation?
I just kind of was like, yeah, we have this RV and the property that we're on, potentially we won't be able to stay on anymore. So I don't know like what that's going to look like for our RV. I don't know if you're buying them still. And he was like, yeah, but not really, And then I was like, or like maybe we buy it, a slot from you and then we rent it out off your slot. and he didn't say no to it, you know? So I don't know. I'm sure we could work something out. And I think you kind of said something like that too. Like, yeah, we could potentially work something out like that, you know? But then somebody else like jumped in the conversation and started talking about something else. So it quickly went. And I kind of figured that like July we're back there. So we'll be able to talk to him again. So we have a lot of business things happening in our minds. We have a lot of life and upgrades and all this stuff happening. But it's been 20 minutes. See you tomorrow.